Werewolf here. So when should you trust CNN and when should you not? They describe themselves as America's most trusted news network. Recently, they put out a list of items that you should buy in order to prep for the corona crisis. Well, CNN, it's a little too late for that. And yet, up to this point, they had taken it upon themselves not only to portray doomsday preppers and survivalists in general as unhinged, but also to profile them as dangerous, even possible domestic terrorists. Take a look at this clip.
Was not on the radar of the Southern Poverty Law Center. I know you've been talking with people involved in the investigation. What are they telling you tonight?
Well, what they've told us, and these are investigators in the Hood County, the Dale County Sheriff's Office, is that this man was quite well known to his neighbors for holding apparently quite strong anti-government views, whatever that may mean precisely, and also that he was known as a survivalist. The chief investigator described him as anti-America, this according to neighbors. He also talked about what a loner he was. He apparently had virtually no contact with people around him. And that's about what we heard. What we've not been able to do is connect this man to any group that we know of.
Mark, when you hear the term survivalist, I mean, there are all these shows with doomsday preppers now, and a lot of folks, have these kind of ideas. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to take somebody hostage, but does that raise red flags for you?
It does raise some flags. I mean, look, certainly most preppers are not going to kill anyone or at any criminal violence. But the reality is that survivalism has been associated with the far right in this country for many years. And we've seen real outbursts of survivalism at various points. At the end of the 1990s, the so-called Y2K scare, immediately after the president was elected the first time in 2008, and anecdotally, at least, it looks like we've had a rise in survivalism and survivalist ideas surrounding the re-election of President Obama.
Notice reminds you constantly that this guy was a prepper, as if that is directly related to what he did. But you know what else is also crazy, but not looked upon that way in our culture, is buying a lot of material things that you don't really need, on credit, for what is credit, but the assumption that you will be doing better financially in the future, and will be able to pay for the things that you bought today. But often that does not work out. Irregardless, I doubt that it is the survivalists who are fighting each other in the aisles of Target and Walmart over the last rolls of toilet paper, which in itself is not at all good for social distancing and may even be spreading the disease. Well, until next time, life, liberty, and the pursuit of all.